Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Michele Mazelle and this is a channel for beauty and fashion for my women 40 and over, for black owned product reviews, and for lifestyle videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button because I'm always bringing new content on my channel. Today's video is a makeup tutorial and I'm going to be using some new makeup products to create a very glamorous Thanksgiving fall type of makeup look. So if you want to know what kind of makeup look I'm going to be creating for you all in this video, stay tuned. So my face has been cleansed and moisturized, and I'm excited to be using these products today because I haven't bought any type of eye makeup or any type of makeup products in general since the summertime. And a lot of the products that I were buying were the Revolution palettes. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to start kind of going outside of the Revolution family, even though that is probably my favorite eyeshadow palette brand. But anyway, the products that I'm going to be sharing with you all today, I'm going to be using in this video today, are Beauty Bakerie products. And Beauty Bakerie is a black owned makeup brand company. It's been around for a while. There are a lot of YouTube videos on using the Beauty Bakerie products. And the two products that I'm going to be using in today's video is the Beauty Bakerie Sugar Cookies Palette. And I'm also going to be trying the foundation from Beauty Bakerie as well. So that's the main products that I'm going to be using today. So I don't have my eyebrows done today because I am using a new eyebrow pencil. This is from Anastasia and it is still a micro defining pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and do this really quickly because you already know kind of how I do my eyebrows, and if you don't, I do have an eyebrow video that I will post up above if you need to know how I feel in my brows. So my eyebrows are done and now I'm going to go ahead with my eye look today. I'm starting off with my primer. It's the same primer that I have been using, the NYX primer. And I'm going to go ahead and spread that all over my eyelid. And remember saying in previous videos, it is very important that you start with a primer on your eyes, especially if you are a woman of color, so that the colors can pop. Because most of the time, because of our pigmentation, our skin pigmentation is sometimes very difficult for colors to shine through. So the light colored primer just makes that color really pop. So please don't skip that step. So this is the palette. I'm going to show you all what the palette looks like. So you have 9 colors in there. You have some turquoise blues, you have a gold, a rust color in there, you have some glittery colors, a brown color, and these names are very cute little names: Cookie Shots, Milk Bar, Dip Baby Dip, Even Exchange, Cookie Jar, Stack Your Chips, Crumb Evidence, Holy Yum, and just one more. All of those names, of course, associated with cookies. And very fun type of eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to go with my Morphe in 3 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and use this Dip Baby Dip color, and I'm going to apply that color to my crease area. And as I'm applying it to my crease area, I am going to make sure that I hold it at the very tip of my brush because I want to make sure that that color is getting exactly where I want it to be. Sometimes when you don't hold it there, it places that color sometimes on the lid, and I don't want it to be on the lid. And so after I have kind of placed it in the area that I want it to be placed in, then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. Now I'm going to go in with just an angled brush, and this is just one of the brushes that I had. This is not a Morphe brush or anything like that. I'm going to go into the Crumb Evidence color, and I'm going to add that to the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to take that same N3 brush, and I'm just going to tap that to blend that in to my crease area. Going in with the flat brush, and this is the Morphe N1 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of that concealer on my eyelids. I'm just going to dip that brush right into my concealer. I'm just going to get a little bit on the brush, and I'm going to apply that on my lid area. I'm trying to create some sort of a crease, but not really. And I'm going to stop where I added that brown, and I'm going to kind of pat that in. And this is why it's important to have the right brushes, because I could never get the crease really to work well because I didn't have a detail brush. So that was really my main reason for buying brushes, is because I really wanted to do other looks, and it's difficult for you to do a look if you don't have the right brushes. So yeah, if you don't have the right brushes, you really need to go and invest in, and don't think that you have to buy expensive brushes. Like, you don't have to go out there and buy the matte brushes that everybody's using. There are a variety of different types of brushes that you can use, as long as they have the brushes that you need. So, you know, don't feel pressured to have to buy the most expensive brushes out there. You just need to make sure that you are buying a brush set that has kind of all the brushes that you need. And I'm going to do a video about that as far as the brushes, because yeah, it's important to have those things in your palette, especially if you're trying to create different types of eyeshadow looks. All right, so that is that for the primer. And now I'm going to go into that very beautiful turquoise sparkling Stack Your Chips color, and I'm going in with that same flat brush. And I clean my flat brush off before I dip this in here, because I don't want that concealer to dip into the eyeshadow. So I did wipe it off, and I'm just applying this color in a patting motion, and I'm just applying it right where I added the concealer. So you can see how this detail brush really allows me to place that color exactly where you want it. The flat brush is definitely a great brush to have when you're trying to do creased eye, or you're trying to do different colors where you don't want it to hit that top part of your eye. The flat brush is wonderful for that. So I'm so glad that I bought the brushes. And like I said, it was not that much money, $20. I didn't mind to be out of $20 for that. All right, so I'm making sure to really get into my crease area, because I do have not like a hood, but my eyelid does kind of like go over my eyelid just a tad, but not too much where, you know. So I'm just making sure to really kind of straighten that line out a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with that dark brown color, and I'm just going to place that kind of where that color stopped, because I really do want a nice blend. Oops, and I got it up there in the area that I don't want to get it in. So yeah, you gotta be very careful. And now I'm just going to go back in with that same blending brush, and I'm just going to blend it right there on that corner. I'm going to tap because I definitely don't want that color to go. Just want to kind of blend it in, get those harsh lines out of the way. So the last step I'm going to do is I'm going to take the angled brush, and this is the N7, and it has a spoolie on one end and the angled brush on another. And I'm going to just take that angled brush, I'm going to get me some more concealer out of there, and I'm going to just line the very bottom of my eyelid like I'm applying eyeliner. And then I'm going to go in with that Milk Bar, that gold color, and I'm going to place that on top of that concealer, and I'm going to pat because that's the best way to apply that color. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. When you get an eyeshadow palette, you know, you need to look at it and see what different ways can you create a look. I don't buy an eyeshadow palette just to buy one. I want to make sure that when I buy an eyeshadow palette, I know that I'm going to be able to use it. So I try to use as much of the colors as I can. So yeah, that's what I'm really trying to do with this eyeshadow palette. And I'm trying to extend that just a little bit. I'm not very good at wing. I don't really do a wing eye. So yeah. Now the eyes are done, and now it's time to go ahead and start my face. And I'm using some new products today for my face. The primer that I'm going to be using today is the Milani Rose Primer Prep and Hydrate. And so I'm trying out some new primer today, so I'm just going to go ahead and add that to my skin. And the foundation that I'm going to be using today, this is the foundation by Beauty Bakerie. It is in 317W. It is aqua, it says Aqua Glass foundation. And let's see how this does on my face, if the color is good and all of that good stuff. And I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Okay, I'm supposed to take that off. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and add this to my face and see how it does on my face as far as the color wise. And let's see what we're working with here. The downside of getting a foundation online isn't, of course, not being able to match your color. So you're taking a chance. But on the website, they did have like different people faces, and so I just kind of looked at the models to see which one closely resembled my skin tone. And I knew I needed something that was warm, or warm skin tone, because I have warm undertone. And so that's kind of how I ended up choosing one for my skin. This one is not too bad. It's not as close to my skin tone as the Bobbi Brown is, but it is not so off like the Tarte or the Mary Kay that I've been using. So yeah, this is not too bad at all. So this is how it came out. I think it's okay. I think I could use this. This is not too far off. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the Bobbi Brown to conceal my places on my nose because I wear glasses. And then I'm taking this new concealer. It is by Black Radiance, and I'm going to use that as my highlighter color. I'm just going to place that on the ends of my eye there, and then take this beauty brush. And I really want to, I don't like that beauty brush. I really am trying to really get over here in this eye section, because I want to kind of create, to clean that up on the edge of my eye. So it's really what the concealer is for. So I'm just going to add that right there. There is some eye stuff on my eyes that I got. There we go. And there is some concealer right here, so I'm going to kind of brush that out because there's still some concealer that's like shining through. Not concealer, but primer. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to contour just a little bit, and I'm just using this powder. And now I'm just going to go in with my matte powder. Always use a matte powder, so that's what I'm using right now. And I'm just going to go over all of that. And now for my blush, I'm going to be using that Juvia's Place that I absolutely love. So that's what I'm going to use for this look. And then for my highlighter, I'm going in with that Revolution palette that I have shown before. And I'm going to go ahead and taking my brush and kind of blending that out a little bit. And then of course we're going in with that matte Fix and Prime. And yeah, I'll be back with my lipstick. So I forgot my mascara, so I went ahead and added that. It's the Unlimited L'Oreal. This is the mascara that I always use, that I've been using for a while. And I'm going to be, for the lipstick, going to use in two different colors. The first color is from Black Radiance. It is a Brown Sugar Babe. And then I'm going to also be using the Chic from Juvia's Place. And the Black Radiance has sort of like an angled type of lipstick. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to add that. It's a brown color, and I love brown colors because I like the way they look on me. And now I'm just going to go in with that Chic. Going to try to fix it up a little bit because right now it is not fixed. And I still think it's missing something. I'm going to go in, this is an old lipstick that I have, and I'm going to add that because it needs, if I have any more, it looks like it's gone. Looks like it is so gone, you all. So I might not be adding it because it looks like I have used it up. So this is the finished look. I really enjoyed creating this look from the Beauty Bakerie Sugar Cookies palette, and I'm excited to see other looks that I can also create with this palette as well. Thank you all for watching. This is Michele Mazelle. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.